Chapter 2. Value Creation.
Okay, Eric, we've touched on how important it is for a business to provide value to customers in order to generate a profit.
Right, but how can creating value help a business remain profitable?
If your cafe offers something customers desire, they will return time and time again and tell their friends and family.
So, I'll have a steady stream of customers?
Yes, and the money to keep the doors open.
What are some ways in which I can create value?
There are many ways in which you can get customers through your doors and keep them coming back. You'll have to use your MBA research skills and study the area in which you wish to open the cafe. For example, who are your clientele? Say the majority of potential customers are business professionals. Since core business hours are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday, you may consider offering an early morning breakfast, lunch hour, and dinner menu. Or you can do away with breakfast altogether and only offer lunch and dinner. You can decide whether to stay open on the weekend.
I'll have to determine who we're planning to serve and what the peak hours of the business will be.
Yes, once you've established who is most likely to value from your cafe, you should also take a look at the competitive landscape. Who are your competitors? What have they capitalized on? What will you do differently to give you a competitive advantage?
Competitive advantage?
Competitive advantage is something you can offer that your competitors can, but you can do it in a superior way. For instance, you may have a signature dish, an appealing entertainment lineup, or an early morning breakfast available before any of the others do. Establishing competitive advantage allows for your business to stand out. Customers see your product or services as more valuable than other options in the area.
So I have to use those research skills to find out what my competitors are offering.
That's right. It's all about those research skills and being creative. What are some unique things you are hoping to offer at the cafe?
Well, I was also hoping to have an entryway in which passerbys will hear recorded music and be able to view a menu displayed in the window. I think this will help draw them in. And I was hoping to offer extended hours with live entertainment at least one night every week. Maybe I can get a chef who will experiment and come up with extra tasty dishes only available at my cafe.
Those are all great ideas, Eric. Keep overhead costs low, ensuring your kitchen equipment is working properly, making sure your cafe is staffed as it should be, especially during peak business hours, and using an efficient software program for order taking, tracking, and checkout are all additional ways in which you can provide value. You should also ensure there is adequate parking around the cafe and may consider applying for a liquor license if you are offering dinner options. Have you considered offering space for large parties to host momentous events?
I haven't really thought about it, but that seems like a good idea.
Remember, many people go out to eat to celebrate work promotions, pregnancies, weddings, and other special occasions. If your competitors are offering this, you might look into doing so as well.
I guess it comes down to what I can offer at what price too, right?
Yes, but in order to determine the proper price point, you will first have to figure out what customers are looking for and how you will meet or exceed their expectations and satisfy their needs. This is value creation.
Okay, so I'll use my research and analytical skills to determine who my customer base is. Then I'll have to use networking skills to see what my competitors are offering.
Right, and you can use those networking skills to spark conversations with customers while they're at the cafe to determine whether their needs are being met. Maybe you'll consider offering short surveys for customers to document their experience.
How can I make sure they'll actually fill them out?
Provide them with an incentive to do so, such as a discounted bill when they return. Include an expiration date. Offering this may ensure they come back and soon.
This is all very helpful, Susan. Thank you. I have a clearer understanding of what it means to create and maintain value. I see how this helps with profitability.
I'm glad. Just remember, if you can create value, whether it's through pricing, a welcoming ambiance, a friendly and efficient staff, or in some other way, maintain it and offer something your competitors can't, you are more likely to enjoy a steady profit stream. This means you can keep your doors open for a long time to come.
Great. Can we run through a few questions to make sure I understand?
Absolutely. Question 1. How can creating value help a business remain profitable? If you can offer something customers desire, they will return time and time again, ensuring a steady profit stream. Value isn't measurable, so it doesn't really matter. By creating value, customers will help advertise through word of mouth, telling their friends and family about the business and encouraging them to stop by. More customers means more revenue. Both A and C. None of the above.
The answer is D. Both A and C explain how creating value generates a profit.
Excellent. That's correct, Eric. Next question. Question 2. What is competitive advantage? Taking advantage of your competitors by using underhanded tactics to steal customers. Competitive advantage is something you can offer that your competitors can, but you can do it in a superior way. Customers see your product or services as more valuable than others in the area. Mirroring the business model of competitors to ensure you offer exactly what they do. The area in which a business operates. None of the above.
B. I'll have to figure out what's being offered and do it just a little better so the cafe stands out amongst the competition.
That's right. Okay, last question. Question 3. What are some ways a cafe can offer value? Limiting the hours it's open to keep energy bills low. Immediately establishing a high price point so customers view dining there as a luxury. Offering an appealing ambiance, friendly staff, and a signature menu. A cafe by itself cannot offer value. None of the above.
The answer is C.
Correct. These are all ways in which you can offer value. You may also consider keeping overhead costs low, ensuring your kitchen equipment is working properly, making sure your cafe is staffed as it should be, especially during peak business hours, using an efficient software program, and offering event space. Also, be mindful of offering adequate parking and consider applying for a liquor license for the dinner crowd.
I have lots of notes here, Susan. Thank you so much for walking me through value creation.
My pleasure, Eric. Now I'd like to talk a little more about your marketing plan.